Hello everyone, welcome back to Emstine TV. In today's video, we are going to Nigeria. What are we going to see in Nigeria? We are going to see their thoughts about their fallen giants. They said the giant has fallen. Will there be hope for Nigerians in the next 2 decades? That is a question Nigerians ask themselves and they have debated on it. This is from Nigerians, not from any other nationality. They are discussing on how to build back their countries. So we are going to go through this video to see their opinions, what they think about building back and taking over the giants that they used to be. Thanks to my returning subscribers, you guys are all amazing, and if you are new to the family, please do consider subscribing and turning on your notification bell. It goes like this: how has the giant fallen? Who stoned the giant? As I speak this, I am in Nigeria and there is peace. I am sitting on my table trying to eat a bowl of spaghetti and fish sauce. Do I have to run? Is there a war? The early morning papers are not filled with horror stories of the giants falling. Do I need to prepare myself by catching out some money in case I will need it? You know what? There is hope. That is when you and me decide to do the right thing, fight or stand against corruption and bad governance. Many people are losing hope, but in every situation there is solution. The stronger the darkness, the more efficient the light. Only a small light of change from you and me will lighten the country up. Whatever you do, do something good. Let's do things right. Let's stand against rigging in elections. Let's say no to this rubbish old that keeps lying to us. Let's live our lives knowing one day we will give account of everything we have done. It's in our hands. The giants has not fallen and there is hope. So that is his own point of view. He said the giants have not fallen, there is still hope, and he has given some proposition on how they can go about it. Another person says, for there is hope of a tree, it is the cut, if it's been cut down, that will grow again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. The recovery of our great nation, the giant of Africa, is much visible now than ever. It is closer than imagined. We are traveling, and soon the night will be over. I therefore beckon on the younger generation to arise and take the bull by the horn. Time has come for us to rescue our great nation from the hands of monstrous political looters, recycle incompetent rulers, shameless and careless wine peepers. Why are we shying away from responsibilities? We must rise up and build a country that we all can be proud of. Nigeria will be great again. It begins with me and it begins with you. That is what he thinks about the build back of Nigeria from scratch to something as it was before. Has the giants fallen? Is it true that the giants have fallen? Who stoned the giants? Let's get it. I am happy to see that there are many optimistic people like you in Nigeria, and that is a fellow brother congratulating another brother of his own point of view about the fallen giants, which is the Nigerian, their country they believe so much in. I am happy. That is it. The headache of Nigerians is caused by those pessimistic Nigerians who think there is no way out of present conditions. Because they are pessimistic, that is why they keep looting public funds so that they and their descendants will not suffer. They forget that condition is not always permanent, and Heraclitus, the Greek philosopher, maintained that change is the only reality in nature. That is, change is the only constant thing in life. No matter what happens, change must take its course. I wish they come to their senses and realize that money is just a means but not the end. Because they are pessimistic, that is why they refer to their motherland as a fallen giant. They fail to realize that the country they dishonored is the first economy and role model in the entire African continent. Because they are pessimistic, that is why they think our motherland will never change and therefore refuse to vote for those who are trying to make things right. That is his own point of view. Let's continue. Has the giants fallen? Like other countries, Nigeria is experiencing serious leadership hiccups. Having traveled to many countries, I can say without doubt, if leadership is fixed, Nigeria will compete with developed countries. We have the human capital, creative and resilient people, and of course, so much natural resources. I am a Nigerian pragmatist who acknowledge we have a lot of problems, but we are much able to overcome them. That is a Nigerian-based UK speaking. I have just returned to the UK after working in Abuja since last August. All my Nigerian colleagues have been and continue to be engaged in work intended to improve the situation in Nigeria. However, there is no quick fix to the many challenges the country faces, and COVID-19 has exacerbated the situation. I believe in a realist approach. Hope for the best, but plan for the worst. But right now, it's all hands to the pump, and around the world, we need to work together to manage and eventually reduce the pandemic so that commercial life can strive again. Nigeria has to be part of this solution. So they need to stand firm to see that they recover what has been damaged during the pandemic so that Nigeria can stand again to its feet to get back to its position as giants of Africa. This is commendable and inspiring, looking back to the days when Nigeria was a truly giant, not an ordinary giant, but a giant of Africa. But today, what happened? It has fallen. The days when honesty was a virtue, when love was radiating among the citizens from south to the north, was one Nigerian. Things have deteriorated fast, precisely from 1986, no thanks to military juntas, particularly who promoted indecency, corruption, and other manner of antisocial behaviors. Sadly, the older citizens and military juntas who were responsible for these calamities are still very much around. Some of them have ruled, and some are still ruling, and some are still to rule, while some are kingmakers. These elements have corrupted the system, bastardized our psyches, and set the entire nation on retrogression. To be candid, Nigerians are resilient, very energetic, intelligent, and resourceful people. I am bold to say that if not for these few great leaders and politicians who constantly loot our patrimony and sell to us the fruits of disunity, Nigeria would have been among 10 most developed countries in the world with the type of resources available to feed the country up. I believe that one day Nigeria will rise, a leader will emerge, and everything will become history like that of Singapore, China, India. Nigeria is blessed in all ramifications but only has leadership deficiency. Another Nigerian says, I'm not really happy with what others are saying. I'm also a Nigerian, but it seems that you have not seen much or you are trying to save face. That is what he thinks, and he continues to say, I did, but because I know that our problem is 1,000 times more than just corruption, crime is ever an all-time high, and every bad thing that should be mentioned is now worse in our country. So giving an answer with facts on how this giant has not fallen because Kenya, Ghana, and other countries are picking up their weight these days. And please don't call in the population, as we were once a small population and no one forced us to increase our population more than 3 times instead of our economy. No baseless answers. That is his own point of view. He said they should not blame the falling of the giants on the population because nobody pushed them to increase their population times 3. They were once small population. Instead of increasing their economic and development, they went and instead focused on increasing the population size. So there are many responses according to this point of view that Nigerian has fallen. How can they make it stand in the next 2 decades? So that is it. If you do like the video, please consider subscribing and turning on your notification bell, and don't forget to share your own points of views in the comment section as usual. Till next video, stay blessed. Love you all. Thanks.